we are witnessing some kind of global casino. Gambling game is going on with the environment while we are negotiating with the North and South. But India is passing through a slippery slope without having any fixed and standard stand regarding greenhouse gas mitigation and climate change negotiation. What is national stand with particular reference to the North-South divide, how it is going to cash on with its principle and its standard policy formulations? Actually, I am talking on the basis of the Cancun and subsequent Copenhagen conventions till date. It is not in a fixed and standard position. Sorry to say.
Well, I think, I have been seeing the negotiations right from the inception in the late 1980s. And yes, I think, there was a certain aberration at Cancun for which the then minister, I think he overstepped the brief given to him by his cabinet, and that is now well established by an article by my colleague, Ambassador Chandrasekhar Dasgupta, the sequence of events that happened at Copenhagen and at Cancun. But be that as it may, the point is that that is not the line which has prevailed, and we have seen a complete consensus across all political parties in this country on what should be our approach to the international negotiations. And very briefly, the point is that the Indian stand on mitigation responsibilities with respect to the entitlements for technology transfer, finance, and the basis of the contributions to finance and technology, the governance structures for finance and technology, that these have been consistent over the years, and they are broadly based on equity and a particular formulation of equity, which is quite close to the formulation that I gave here, although that has, as I mentioned, that has not been actually formally adopted and articulated by India. The reason for my confidence in saying that there has been consistency in Indian policy is that if we take this entire period from 1988 onwards to right up to 2014, including the present negotiations, excepting for that aberration in Cancun, that we have had different governments at the center. We have had the UPA 1, UPA 2, we have had the NDA, and now we have the NDA 2. That there has essentially been no change in these policies. The decisions of the NDA government were endorsed by the UPA 1. UPA 1 also followed up with UPA 2, and so far, again in the NDA 2, we have not seen any deviation. And if you look at the debates in Parliament, we can clearly see that there has been, excepting for a small fringe group of MPs from diverse parties, the entire burden of political consensus has been very, very consistent.